It's seriously such a bad game. It's the worst battle royale out there. Okay. Oh, so did I up the tips by $1? I don't think I did. Let me do that before I start a new round here. By the way, thanks guys for talking. All the interaction tonight. A lot of topics to talk about, right? Um, K Arias 52 did another 100-bit cheer. He says, change it to DSP eats it and just record yourself wherever you're at dinner. No, I told you. The whole point of this is that I'm not sharing every waking moment of my life with you guys anymore. And so I actually feel like I have a meaningful and private life. I didn't feel like that. I seriously didn't. Like, when I was a YouTuber back in the day, everything I did was documented for YouTube. Every little fucking thing that I did. Everything that I watched on TV, I had to tell you about. Every meal I ate, you knew about. Every shit I took, I told you about, if it was loose or liquid. And it's ridiculous that, that so much becomes public knowledge. And the next thing you know, everyone knows everything about you and it makes fun of you and uses it against you. So, no, I'm not doing that. The Villain X has resub for 8 months. Thank you very much, Villain X, for 8-month resub. I appreciate that very much. Let's see here. Did he say anything? I don't think he said anything. I think he just resubbed. Yes. KR is cheered again. He said, don't get mad at me, but real talk question, why are pre-streams so long? I don't make them long. It's the contributions that make the pre-streams long. If you actually time the amount of time that I talk about meaningful stuff, well, you've got the initial time where I talk about the schedule. If there's news, like for example, today was long because it was post-Christmas. I had stuff to talk about. All right? Typical pre-stream, there's not much to talk about. All I do is I talk a little bit about the schedule. I tell you the rules. I tell you about how to contribute. And then it gets the shout-outs. And the shout-outs are really the segment of pre-stream that make it long. Now, I'm an interactive streamer. I've committed myself to giving a thank you to every single person who contributes. Therefore, I need that segment. Without that segment, the entirety of the first hour to 2 hours of my stream when I should be focusing on a game would be me saying thank you, talk, thank you, and sucking at the game and paying no attention and making no progress, and everyone would just complain that my streams suck because I don't pay attention to the game. So I purposely separate that portion before the game starts, and then people complain, the portion's too long, it takes so long. So all you're going to do is fucking complain. I don't care about you. Seriously, if you have something constructive to say, fine. But literally, no one, when they complain about the length of pre-streams is being constructive, they're just fucking whining. And I don't pay attention to that shit because I've been doing it for how long and people like it. In fact, a lot of people even say, I tune in for the pre-stream just to hear what Phil's up to today. I'm not interested in the game. I just want to talk with him for like an hour and a half, and then I can get out of here, right? So, that's the truth of the matter is, can you take positive feedback? Absolutely. But when there's a certain group of people that just constantly complain no matter what, you gotta take that as white noise and phase it out. And understand that there are people who are here to enjoy themselves, and then there's just people who are here to just fucking whine about everything. And when they whine all day, they don't actually make you improve yourself. All they do is annoy you. So there you go. Let's see here. What happened? I was landing, and I turned back, and I'm dead. So it's a bad experience. There you go. Okay, Spawn Killer now $10 and my thing about doing Skype calls again. I already said no to somebody else, so the fact that you asked must mean that you're basically either not paying attention or it's being talked about probably in someone who's illegally restreaming me, and you're just echoing them like a parrot. So, no, I'm not doing it, and please stop asking dumb questions. PW Dubs tipped $1. Says, do you agree with me in saying that Chris Masters is one of the most underrated wrestlers? The Master Left's one of my favorite finishers of all time. When he first debuted, I thought he was awful. Over the years, I thought he actually got much better. I have no idea what ever happened to him, though. He's certainly not with WWE anymore. I don't know what the hell happened to him, but I thought that he got better over time. Big Boy Abides did 100-bit cheers. He said, hey, Phil, long time no see. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a long time, dude. Happy holidays. Yeah, I haven't had the time to fully stop by and say what's up. Wanted to say a late happy holidays. I watched some of your offline playthroughs and sent some to others. Still a fan. Well, thank you very much, Big Boy Abides. Thank you for the cheer. Like I said, he used to be coming by all the time and used to talk with us and hang out on streams. He hasn't been by in a long time. Well, good to hear from you and hear that you're doing well. Happy holidays, man. Spartan King Cheers said, your opinion and thoughts on games are actually like a hidden gem in my opinion. Since you've played so many different games and like the paid mainstream reviewers, I trust your verdict way more than any stupid paid subscription magazine. Thank you for that, Spartan King. I appreciate that. Those are nice, positive words. Let's see here. Tomahawk MCX, what's going on, man? He just gifted a bunch of subs. He did a sub bomb to the following people. Vincent. Congratulations, Vincent. Avery 2D Goddess. Caliborman and Captain Bowsai. So congratulations to the 4 of you. You should also thank Tomahawk for the support, and thank you, Tomahawk, for the support of the channel. I appreciate that. Suck my HDMI adapter. Oh, okay. So suck my HDMI adapter. Took me $2. It says, what's your opinion on simulation micromanagement games like Prison Architect or Farming Simulator? Do they seem fun or interesting to you? I recommend Prison Architect for a chill stream. Merry Christmas. I don't know anything about them. I've never played them. I don't know much about them at all. So I wouldn't even know if there's something that I would like or not. You know, if you guys ever are interested in seeing me do something, you know, different outside of my comfort zone for a chill stream, and you think that those would be good, let me know. Being that I've never played them and heard next to nothing about them, it's hard for me to give any kind of a judgment on them. But thank you for the $2 tip. KRES Cheers said 2-hour pre-stream is wild, though. I agree with you. I think that a 2-hour pre-stream is way too long. I don't want to ever have a 2-hour pre-stream. I don't know if I've ever had an actual 2-hour pre-stream where I've talked for 2 straight hours, because that would have significantly cut into my gameplay. I'm not saying it never happened. I'm saying I don't recollect that. But again, being an interactive streamer, you have to interact. You have to be thankful. You have to give shout-outs. If someone's asking you a question with a contribution, it's a valid question, you have to give some time for it, right? There's been some streams when I thought we were ready to go, and then for 30 straight minutes, people just kept contributing, and I had to keep answering questions. You know, I can't control that. I'm okay with that, as long as we still have a good time. Because this is the problem that a lot of you guys seem to have. You don't seem to understand that a successful stream isn't gauged on how much progress you made on said stream. It's not gauged on how much money you made on the stream. It's not gauged on how many viewers there are, or how many people whine and complain, or how many people have big smiley faces. It's about how many people enjoyed it. Period. How many people enjoyed the stream? If people are enjoying a stream where I just sit and talk with people for 2 hours straight before I even boot a game up, then so be it. If people are enjoying themselves, why would I change that, right? And the truth of the matter is, why would people keep contributing, keep asking questions if they weren't having fun? They wouldn't. It's pretty much common sense. But some people, as I said, just like to whine, and it seems like you're starting to get borderline on that. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know how you not understand the enjoyment factor of a stream versus, you know, oh, a proper stream doesn't have this much talking and blah, 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 blah. Sorry, but my days of trying to listen to that kind of stupid shit are long gone. I've learned that whatever works for someone works for someone. You keep the working formula. You make it work for you. And just because you do something differently than someone else doesn't mean that one person is doing it any better or worse than anyone else. You know? In fact, that's an incredibly elitist kind of attitude to have. To think that, oh, this guy talks a lot to his viewers. This guy just focuses on the game. This guy gets right to gameplay, but this guy does something differently. None of that is correct or incorrect. It's all just a way to do it. And if it works for your viewers, then by all means, do it for your viewers. You know what I mean? Who are you to say that something is right or wrong in a way that someone's doing that? I don't even understand this, right? Why does it even bother you? You know? I don't like that Phil talks on his pre-stream. Then don't come to pre-stream. Right? You know in general when my pre-streams end. So why are you complaining? Just to complain. That's what I thought. Alright. Good Game Goblin tipped me $1. Said, I have a video game pitch for you. DSP and the Quest for Human Milk. A retro platformer starring Phil Burnell, whose naughty cat Jasper stolen his entire supply of human milk, and he must journey to get it back. Your thoughts? That's disgusting. Okay. Thank you for the $1 tip. Richard Lynch here. He says, do you remember Sunny from WWE? She's grossed out and did adult films. That does not sound good. That does not sound good. That's not something I need to know about. At all. Let's face it. Former WWE star now doing porn. I mean, how many years later? Because she was popular in, what, the mid to late 90s? Oh, my God. Again? Okay. How exciting. Bad experience. If that's the case, that basically it must mean that she's really bad straights in her life, right? You know, she never got anything else going after WWE. That's sad. Anyone who's reduced to doing porn like that, it's pretty fucking sad. Like, I remember when that happened with China. Rest in peace, China. How fucked up that was. And, you know, then it was sad because then China wanted to go back to WWE just for, like, Hall of Fame stuff, and they wouldn't even let her back after the porn thing because they were like, that's like, there's no going back from that, you know? So anyway, I don't know. That's terrible. That sounds awful. Let's see here. An anonymous dollar tipper says, if I had a time machine and went into the past, if you had a chance to talk to your past self, would you tell them? You know, hindsight's 2020. So you can say a million things. You can say YouTube ad revenue is not going to last, you know, so don't bank on it whatsoever, because people can mess with you no matter what and screw with your revenue. You know, jump on new trends and try to do new things ahead of the curve. You know, I definitely think that I should have went direct capture and, of course, live streaming much earlier than I did. I should have jumped on that and became interactive. My live streaming would have blown up, I feel, if when I had done it, it was interactive. It was about me talking with you guys constantly and making an interactive stream. You know, there were streams that I had thousands of people on. You know, I don't get that anymore. I'll never get that again. I know that. I'm never going to be that popular again. But, you know, that would have been revolutionary. Here I am interacting with all you guys. It would have been cool. And now that I do it, I love it. But I really was behind the 8 ball on that, you know. So, if anything, I would have went back in time and I would have said, listen, you got to be more open-minded. You got to, number one, be aware of what you say and do has consequences, and people will believe things you say and do, even if you're just dicking around and saying stuff off the cuff for entertainment value. Some people will sadly take ridiculous things you say at face value, and it's going to get you a bad reputation. Also, you know, don't always rely on YouTube, because YouTube will fall apart, you know. You know, there's many different things that I've done. What are you going to say? Everyone could go back 10, 15 years and say, oh, don't do this, don't do that, you know, but I'm not that kind of person. I don't dwell on the past. I think about the future. So, Tomahawk did a $15 tip. Thank you so much, Tomahawk, for the $15 tip. I appreciate that. That's the biggest contribution of the night. And he says, hope the stream is going good. I bet this is going to be the top tip. Well, chances are, Tomahawk, it probably will be. Although, earlier today, when you remember you came by and you were like, man, I've been gone for like 2 hours, and I'm still the top contributor. And then, boom, someone actually topped your tip by a lot, too. So, you never know. But, in general, yeah, a $15 tip. Largest contribution by a mile tonight. So, in general, yeah, chances are you probably will end up being the top contributor by the end of the stream. I guess we'll see what happens with that. I'll get you up on the leaderboard in a second when I land. Frog and Shooter said, with you being a former competitive fighting game player, do you feel a competitive itch in the modern era? Does YouTube scratch that itch early on when you had to compete for views before YouTube ruined the search algorithm for you? What the fuck? Look at this. No, what I would say is, it's the competitive bug that I had was because I liked the video games I was playing. It wasn't because I just always have a competitive bug. In fact, I don't always have a competitive bug. Oh, I want to be the best, and I absolutely have to be number one. It's not like that with me. Although, admittedly, you know, when you hear someone's doing better than you or whatever, you always get a little irk. Man, someone's doing better than me. I wish I could have done better. I wish there's something I could have done to improve myself to do as well as that person's doing, or something like that, right? That's always a consideration or a factor. I wonder where that guy landed. But, no, I'm not, like, hyper-competitive because I was in Street Fighter. It's not like I need to absolutely out-trump everyone else. Like I said, I don't care about anyone else. If anything, if you guys haven't noticed, I do, as much as humanly possible, I try to completely ignore all the white noise of other streamers. I try not to pay attention to what they're doing. I try not to pay attention to what they say and do about me. All I care about is me and my viewing audience and the fun that we have on streams. So that being said, it's not like I actively know what's going on, you know, in the realm of gaming outside of my own streams. It's not like I care. It's all junk. You know, so I'm saying, it's hard to be in competition when you really don't even know what's going on outside of you. Of course, there are people doing ridiculously better than me. Of course, I know that. I don't care. All I care about, are we having fun on stream? Are we having a good time? I'm on my own fucking business. I put my head down and I play games and do my thing. You know, that's kind of how I am. I told you, I've always been the guy who's like the guy on an island, while everyone else was in YouTube Landia, and then they went to Twitch Landia, and they were in their own continents, all interacting and doing their shit together in groups. I was out here on an island in the middle of the ocean doing my own thing, and people liked it, right? So I don't really bother myself with that shit. I don't care about other people doing better than me and shit like that. Big Boy Abides to the 300-bit cheers says, what was your Christmas like? I watched The Godfather. I can pass it off as a Christmas film because Kay and Michael shop for presents. My sister disagrees. Sad. Well, actually, this is where I was, isn't it? Yeah, it is. This is where I already searched. My Christmas was... Oh, shit. My Christmas was incredibly simple It was myself, my wife, and my cat at home. Oh, shit! Marksman Novice. Killed 10 players with an assault rifle and a sniper rifle from over 100 meters? What? I did not kill that guy from over 100 meters away. That guy was like a few feet in front of me. What the hell? They can't even get the fucking achievements right in the game. The achievement was way off. The achievement was literally way off. What the fuck, man? Oh my god. This is so pathetic. I did not kill that guy from that far away. Alright. So anyway, no, I just stayed home all day with my family, and we just relaxed and had fun. We watched some stuff together. We listened to some music together. We cooked twice and ate together. And I did some errands around the house. It was actually quite a relaxing and fun day, which is exactly what I wanted. I didn't want hustle and bustle. I had all the hustle and bustle I could fucking handle. I had on Christmas Eve when I was out during the busiest day of the fucking year, and there was 5 zillion people in line everywhere we went, and the traffic was atrocious, and people were fucking flipping each other off and fighting in the streets and ripping each other's heads off and shitting down each other's necks. And I survived all that, thank God. And I just had a relaxing day with my family, and that's what I wanted, so I was happy. I had a good Christmas. Thanks for asking, and I hope that you had a good Christmas, too. Tomahawk MCX now has actually... I have to update the leaderboard. Oh, shit. Tomahawk MCX has now gifted more subs to the Worseners, Kirafuda, and Solo LM Slayer, so congratulations to the 3 of you on getting those gifted subs. Please thank our generous benefactor, Tomahawk, and let me get Tomahawk up on the leaderboard. I actually see that Vincent is very much enjoying it because he's using some of the emotes right now. He really likes it. Someone's firing a gun randomly. Thank you all for your support so far tonight. Spawn Killer to me another $1. He said, sorry for asking the same question twice. My email said my payment was not completed. I didn't mean to get you upset. Oh, chances are, Spawn Killer, maybe it didn't. That happens sometimes where you'll tip. It'll actually go through my... It will, I guess, get through my, the fuck is it called? I keep calling, I'm thinking Streamlabs. I don't know why the hell I was going to say Muxy. It'll get through my Streamlabs, but apparently I guess I won't get it. I don't even know how that works. But don't worry about it, man. Bashy101, she says, what the fuck? My god, this game is terrible. Bashy101, she said it was like 10 kills with assault rifle. You get it you get it the long distance too. So basically, bad. It's either just a 10 assault rifle kills or kills from a distance. That's really stupid. Well, whatever. Captain Caveman did a 100-bit cheer and said, Holiday Santa, holiday ornament. He's using the emotes. Good Game Goblin tipped me $1. He said, the first game was too gross. I can work with that. How about Jasper's Journey? A stealth action game in which you control the titular Jasper and his mission to infiltrate Phil's office, chew electric cables, and drink bamboo water. Yeah. Imagine that. A game where you play as Jasper and basically your job... So, okay, I got it. It could be like Untitled Goose Game, only you're Jasper. And what you do is you go around my house and you try to fuck with stuff. Like, you try to, like, knock stuff over. Like, we're in the kitchen, cat's in the kitchen cooking. You try to knock stuff over, and then you come upstairs and you jump and you rip the candy canes off the wall behind me. And when I go for that, then you go in the bathroom, you turn the faucets on, right? Yeah, you could be like, there's points for trolling, right? There's points for trolling in the house. You could be like the cat that trolled the family or something. That actually is, I think that would be a hilarious game. That would be an absolutely hilarious game. People would probably like it too. Because Untitled Goose Game worked, right? People thought, how could a game where you play as a goose running around basically trolling people work? It worked. It was fun. So I could see a game like that working. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I can't believe it. It took me almost an hour and a half. I caught up with the contributions. It took me that long, but I caught up with all of your contributions. So now I can actually start actively looking over here at the normal stream chat to talk with you guys because I'm not backed up on contributions. Very nice. Big Boy Abides just resubscribed for 5 months. Glad you had a refreshing holiday. Those are the best. I almost bought a TV the day before Christmas. Would have been like that film Jingle All the Way. Decided not to. Went up in price the next day by $100. Yeah, dude. Any of those last minute sales, they don't exist. Those items are gone within minutes. And then people are just so frustrated. They want something, so they buy something that's different than what they wanted and overpriced or you know, a rip-off product. That shit used to happen all the time. When I worked at Best Buy, we had like 2 or 3 of the doorbuster computers, and then we'd have like 40 of a shitty computer that we were told to upsell to the people. So they came in for the $200 computer. Instead, you sell them the $250 one that actually is a piece of donkey shit, but they buy it because they came in for a computer, you see? And that's what we used to do at Best Buy. That's what we were told to do by management. Sell this shit computer to get the inventory out of there. Okay. It's not what they wanted, but okay, I'll sell it if that's really what you want me to do. That's how those places were. I don't know if they're still like that, but they were pretty fucked up back then. You know, we're talking 15 years ago. That was about the mid-2000s when they were like that. But that's how those jobs were. They literally told me to lie to customers, anything to sell. Sell, sell, sell. Alright. Pro Tourism Zone, everything is great. Everything is absolutely great. In fact, I'm having a good time on stream with all of you. I'm having way more time talking with you guys and having fun answering your questions than I am playing the game. I think the game is terrible. But I'm having a lot of fun just hanging out and talking with you guys. So I hope you're liking the stream. What the? Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay then. Amazing gameplay. Retail's even more predatory these days. I wouldn't even debate that because, as we know, it's so cutthroat right now for retail. A lot of the places are going out of business because everyone orders everything online. You know, admittedly, I almost never like buy certain items at a store. Like, for example, when in the 2000s and even in the first half of the 2010s, I used to go to Best Buy and buy a lot of stuff. I couldn't tell you the last time I bought anything at Best Buy. Kat and I will go in there, look at stuff, and then leave. We never actually spend money in the store, you know. But there was a time, there absolutely was a time when a place like that used to make a ton of money, and not anymore. Like, I don't even know how they stay in business, quite frankly. Although I really do. You want to know how they stay in business? All those overpriced accessories that they don't tell you are overpriced that you could get for like 50% cheaper online. Like, for example, a phone case. Oh my God. Don't ever buy a phone case at a brick and mortar store. You are always paying about a 50% markup on a phone case at a brick and mortar store. I mean, Kat, you know, had her phone case wore out, and you go to Best Buy and it's like, oh, it's $80. What? I'm not paying $80 for a phone case. And you go on Amazon, it's $30. Like, what the fuck? Same phone case. Exact same thing. Like, oh my God. Any accessory for any product, that's the giant ass markup that those places make their fucking profits on. And most people are uneducated and don't even know that they're paying an insanity kind of like profit margin. And they'll think that it's just that expensive and they'll pay out the ass for no reason. Big Boy Bud Shear said, I actually received an Xbox One X as a gift, believe it or not. This was months ago. I don't even have a TV at the moment. To give this sort of an expense in a way. Yeah, I guess it's a really nice paperweight for a really big stack of papers. You put it right on top, right? I'll set it down. I don't know what else we would do with it. But that is true. Polish Frog says all furniture and jewelry have insane markups. That's absolutely correct. I can attest to that, all right? I've told you guys the story about when Kat and I got Kat's wedding ring, right? That we were planning on getting married. We wanted to. And we were in the market for a ring, but we weren't necessarily really looking. We were just every once in a while, we would look at stores. It was something nice to do as a couple who wanted to get engaged, was we would look at in stores for rings, right? Something nice to do, something romantic. And the rings, oh my God. Even the cheap engagement rings, my God, you're talking, the cheapest one you'll find is like $500. If you want to go like a decent one, you're paying like $1,000. And if you want one that's actually nice, you're going to pay more than that, right? And it just so happened that the day that we got Kat's engagement ring, there was an insane sale at a department store. What it was, they were cleaning out their inventory. So they literally had like one of a bunch of odds and ends of rings and jewelry. The fuck? Did he stop? I guess he stopped. I'm just going to chill. So anyway, they were having an insane clear out of all of their jewelry inventory. And it just so happened there was a few nice rings there. And we were like, oh my God, if this is not the biggest opportunity we've ever had to get a really nice ring for a very cheap price, I don't even know when else we would do it. And we jumped on that shit. But just for an example, some of the prices we saw, there were rings for under $100 that normally have been priced at like $5.99, $7.99. And you're like, well, how could they do that? And the answer is because that was pure profit. They were just charging you out the ass for the sake of charging you out the ass. There was no value. The ring wasn't worth that much. I shot him. I kept shooting him. I lost track. I got track again, started hitting him again, and I die first. Yeah, the game is really bad. I seriously don't even care about the game. It's just so bad at this point. I've played so many far better Battle Royale games after I first started playing this 2 years ago that playing it now is such a joke. I just use it as a placeholder so I can talk to you guys because the game is so bad I just don't care anymore. Okay. But yeah, so big boy budget. Yeah, and also furniture. Now, I know that firsthand. The furniture that I bought for this house... Now, that was a different time. That was over 5 years ago. I was still making way more money than I do now. And when I was making that crazy money, I thought that I could afford to rack up a bunch of bills. And then, of course, all that money went away, and I could never pay off those bills, which sucked. But the furniture, oh, my God. What a markup on furniture and shit. It's just ludicrous. Spawn Killer $2 million. I've been a fan since 2008 when you played Fable 2. I noticed your voice changed over the years. I noticed that since you've been streaming, you talk more than you used to. Do you drink tea to soothe your throat? I don't know. You have lost your voice. He's probably saying, I don't know how you haven't lost your voice. First of all, when I first started streaming, all right, I was using a camera. I was not using any kind of a microphone setup whatsoever. Immediately, I could tell you I sounded way different back then because the equipment I was using. It wasn't because my voice or whatever. The equipment I was using in general made me sound very different back then, okay? Then, absolutely, I would say over the years, 10 years, 11 years, really, every day talking constantly behind a camera and then in front of a camera to do commentary on gameplay takes a toll on your vocal cords, And I agree. I think I sound different today than I used to. I can't sing. I used to be able to sing high-pitched and do all these really loud notes. I can't do that anymore. My throat is too worn out. And I find that when I take a couple of days away from streaming, usually my throat feels better. And then sometimes I come back and it feels worse again. There's nothing I can do about it, And my whole life is going to be like this. Now, do I drink tea? Not daily and not regularly. But if my throat's feeling really bad, I'll get like throat coat tea. And I'll drink it in the morning. And I'll gargle with salt water. And then I'll have some more at night to try to soothe my throat. But I only do that when I absolutely need to. Like if my throat's in pain or it feels like it's physically swollen. Or I'm actually losing my voice and I can't talk, then I'll do that kind of stuff. Big Boy Abides cheered again. He said, why should a ring cost that much? Isn't gold a standard price per ounce? There's no way a wedding ring is anywhere near an ounce of gold, which is about $1,500. No, it's the same thing with diamonds. In reality, diamonds aren't rare. In reality, diamonds are actually not an expensive stone. It's actually created rarity. They actually create artificial scarcity to drive the market prices up so they can charge astronomical prices for diamonds. It's all manufactured by an industry. It's not reality. So yeah, what it is you're paying what's considered estimated or perceived value for a piece of jewelry. You're not actually paying what that jewelry is worth. If you were to resell that jewelry, you wouldn't get a fucking fraction of what you paid for it at a store. Absolutely not. Marbles the Rabbit, sub for 7 months. Says, that reminds me of when a Verizon salesman tried to upsell me on an overpriced phone case that ended up falling apart quickly. Happens all the time. That shit happens all the time. Oh my god, that kind of happened with my phone case. You know, when I first got this phone years and years ago, I had always used like an OtterBox case on my phones. And this guy said, "No, you don't want OtterBox because it's so bulky and it's, you know, it sticks out in your pockets. And you want this one here." And I don't even know what it's called. And I really like the case because it's durable, and but it's more slimline. Absolutely, it's much more slimline and more portable than the OtterBox. The problem is, this case, the rubber pieces on the bottom of the case that block things like your charging hole, you know, where you plug in your charging cable and stuff like that, it actually, they break off after like 4 months of use. It wears out. Like, I don't know if I could show you, but like, so this is my phone case, and you see how you can't see. There's no way you're going to be able to see this, but there's missing pieces right here. They're missing. The reason they're missing is because these rubber pieces wear out and snap the fuck off. So in reality, it's bad. And what happens is, I bought this at an actual official store, a phone store. So I went back to the store and I complained. They're like, "Oh, well, you're under warranty for a year. We can give you a free replacement." So they did, and I was like, "Well, why did this happen?" They're like, "Oh, we've never heard this complaint ever before. I can't imagine. This must have been like a defective case, or, you know," they tried to basically make bullshit excuses. Within 3 months, the case broke again, the replacement. So I knew the case was just a piece of shit, and I had paid way more money for a piece of garbage case than an OtterBox. Like, if I had gotten the OtterBox, it never would have fallen apart. I had an OtterBox case for my previous phone for years and never had an issue with it. This one breaks within a few months, you know. But you're right, I got upsold. I got sold on a case that I was told was good, and it was actually overpriced garbage because I was a fool. I should have just said I want an OtterBox. Oh, let's see here. I'm right on the border of the line. Holy shit. Frog and Shooter said, "My dad has a hunting buddy who owns a chain of furniture stores in Canada, and most everything is pure profit, especially beds. That's why you'll see no one ever walk into bed stores if they're still in business." Haha. Spartan King Cheers said, "Car dealerships make the most of their money on services, not actually the sale of the car." That's right. The after-the-fact service, like, you know, oil change, tire change, parts, they rip you the fuck off on that stuff. The initial sale, not so much. In fact, I actually had an honest discussion on the car that I have now. When I got it a couple of years ago, I had an honest discussion with the guy at the store. And I was like, "I don't understand how you can offer 0% financing on certain cars because you're making no money, right? Unless your profit margin is absolutely ginormous on the car. I don't know how you're making money on the car." He says, "Well, there's two ways that we make money. The first is the services after. And the second is idiots who come in here and buy SUVs." And I was like, "Why is that?" He's like, "Because the SUVs, we almost never offer 0% financing on. SUV is a pure luxury, frivolous item. No one needs a giant, bulky fucking car like that. But they all think that for some reason they're better, they're safer. When in reality, they're not. But they come in here and they pay premium price for a vehicle that just doesn't have any better value than another car. It's just, again, perceived value versus actual value of the car. So not only do they pay more for the SUV when they buy it because they think it's worth more, that value immediately goes away when they drive off the lot. And then they don't finance the car because a lot of those, they don't offer the financing deals. So not only are they paying more money for the car, then they're paying like tons of interest on that car over time. So basically, the way he spun it, he's like, basically anyone who buys those SUVs is a complete fucking idiot. But we don't tell them that. We're like, "Hey, it's pure profit. Why not?" He's like, "When someone comes in here and wants to buy an SUV from me, it's like a field day for me." I'm like, "I know I'm going to make my quotas for the next week because of the amount of money you make on that shit." I'm like, damn. God damn, this guy was real honest. He was a young guy. He was a young salesman. And I basically was like, "You don't need to dick me around because I know all about sales. You know, I want you to make profit, but at the same time, I want a good car." And we kind of met, middle of the way. But he was a pretty honest guy for sure. Big Boy Abides cheered. He said, "That's what the film Blood Diamond was sort of about, but gold is different than diamond. It's considered money by many." That's right. Gold can actually say that it's a form of currency. Diamonds, not so much. But yeah, gold can actually be, in some, it is currency. There's no more gold standard when it comes to currency like there used to be. But still, there's more value there than, say, like a gemstone or something like that. OJ Sims at $10 says, do you regret telling people you had gout since they use it against you all the time? First of all, I never told anyone I had gout. If you guys remember, I told you, like, when it happened to me, I was so scared because I was like, did I break my fucking foot? Like, I don't even know what's going on. Now, remember, at that time, I didn't have a lot of money. That was the year. The year that I got diagnosed with gout was the same year that I got swatted, the same year that I got DDoS attacked for 2 straight months, and the same year that I had all those false copyright strikes against my channels, and I lost a ton of my money that I was making. So it was in the midst of all this happening, and I was like, I can't afford to go to the doctor and pay a ton of money for this, but I had to go. So immediately, I remember I posted up pictures, again, when everything in my life was shared on social media, I posted up pictures. I was like, does anyone know what this could be? Does this look like there's something broken in my foot or whatever? Because I've never had this happen before, and I can't walk on it, and I'm in excruciating fucking pain. And of course, I got some responses that were intelligent and some that were insulting. But a couple people actually said, it looks like you have gout. And I looked it up online. I was like, fuck, it looks like I do. Like, this fits like every description of the symptoms fit exactly what I had. But I didn't know that I had it, and I never actually told anyone. I had just taken a picture of my foot, and from that, people basically figured it out. We're like, that's got to be it. You know, look at it. It's exactly what it looks like when you've got it. So then, after that, of course, it was like field day. Make fun of Phil, because the thing is, gout is what they call the king's disease. Because unlike other diseases, you get, there's many debilitating diseases that has nothing to do with your life choices whatsoever. You just get them, right? Gout, if you led a good life, meaning if you didn't drink a lot, if you didn't eat a bunch of fatty foods full of acids, if you didn't do all these things that are considered like not smart life choices, chances are the gout won't happen in you, or if it does, it's not going to be severe and it won't recur. How funny is it that, like I said, since I made lifestyle changes, I don't really deal with it at all anymore. I haven't had an actual real flare-up of it in about 3 years now, which is amazingly good that I changed my life to the point where it doesn't affect me anymore. But immediately when you hear that, the king's disease, that's the one that people who just, they live these gluttonous lives of excess and plenty, that's why you get it. When in reality, the first thing that happened when I walked into the doctor was she asked me, do you have family members who have it? Because it can be in, something that's passed hereditarily. You're more prone to having uric acid issues. And I said, no, not to my knowledge. Then I found out later on, yes, some of my family members did have it. But do I regret talking about it? No. No, I don't regret talking about it at all. It's just another case where I'm honest with you guys about something that otherwise could be considered pretty embarrassing. I don't really care. You guys know a ton about me anyway. But sadly, you got shitheads who then turn it into a way to insult. Like, again, it's like schoolroom antics. This kid's got a big nose. This kid's got a medical issue. Let's make fun of the things, that are fucked up, that this person's already down, right? Already suffering. Let's fucking make fun of that person for the thing they can't help, right? The physical thing they can't do anything about. It's fucked up. Yeah, a big nose, only having one arm, having sight problems. People have to have kids have to have glasses. I call them 4 eyes. Fucking fucked up stuff. But that's what he's got gout. Ha ha. He's got swollen foot. And blah, blah, blah. That's what it sounds like, a 5-year-old making fun of a small kid. Because that's exactly what it is. Intelligent people and mature people don't fucking make fun of other people for silly little shortcomings like that. Only fucked up, really, really insecure people do. Big Boy Bites cheered. 150 bits. He says, regarding any purchasing, I've always felt that if someone's life is settled, not college, living in an apartment, etc., when you shouldn't be buying much anyway, it's always better to purchase high quality, longer lasting. The materialistic upgrade, throwaway culture we have is gross. Yeah, I agree. You want to buy something that has value and that is long lasting. Oh, I bought the fucking new iPhone and a year later I ditched it for the new iPhone. It's like, what? Like, you didn't even get any fucking use out of that stupid thing, right? You didn't even get a goddamn... what use did you get out of an iPhone you dumped in a year? I don't know. I agree with you there. Me, all the shit... Look at this. This shirt I'm wearing, I've probably owned... I remember this shirt. I got it in sometime in 2016. So this is a 3.5-year-old t-shirt. These pants I'm wearing, no lie. These pants I'm wearing right now, these pajama pants, I bought before I moved out here. So these are probably from 2014. So these are about 5 to 6 year old pants, you know? Like everything around me is stuff that I use till it's worn the fuck out and then I get rid of it. I had a pair of sneakers that had a hole in the fucking bottom. That's why I had to get a new pair. You know, that's my mentality. That's how I am. Now, big boy about shit said, bring on the dancing girls, clapping Phil the Sheik with King's disease. Yeah, exactly. Bring on the dancing girls and feed me grapes. That's why my foot is swollen. Of course. Frog is cheered. He said, did you do any haggling when you bought your car? I managed to haggle my car down a few thousand. Yes. In fact, now, I'm not going to tell you where this was, but there's a certain car dealership. They tell you to haggle. I'm not even kidding you. Like, I went there, and he's like, no, like, we're going to haggle on price here a little bit, and we're going to get the price down for you. I was like, wow, really? Like, yeah, like, they actually tell you that it's well within your rights to do so. They don't fuck with you and be like, oh, just buy it for sticker price. They're like, oh, no, it's in your rights to haggle, and we recommend you go online, you do research on this car and this model, and you give us an estimated, like, value of what you think it's worth, and we'll meet somewhere reasonable in the middle. And that's exactly what happened. Like, there was a sticker price, there was a cheap price I found online, we met in the middle and agreed on a price. So I absolutely did get to do some haggling. It was nice. Huh. Okay. Did I experience bullying in school for being Italian? No. No, because listen, my last name is Burnell, and I don't look Italian. You know what I mean? Like, when you look at me, do you think stereotypical Italian? Italians typically have more what's considered olive skin. I don't have that. I have very pale skin because I'm a combination. I'm only a quarter Italian. So I don't have a lot of Italian looks to me. I had a friend, his last name was very Italian, and he was way more Italian looking than I was. He had darker skin and everything. He had stereotypical Italian stuff that people might want to make fun of. I don't have that. That's ridiculous. Someone asked me how much longer am I going to be streaming. I started streaming around 7:30, so typically I would go 2 hours, so probably around 9:30-ish. You know, we'll see how it goes. Only 25 people left alive? How did I stay alive this long? You know there's people in this resort. Time to infiltrate! Oh, fuck. I just got to this resort and I just got here, man. This sucks. There's someone out there. I see him right there. Lost him. Ran over there. Oh, man. Happy holidays to you as well, Drunk Boris Yeltsin. What's my favorite type of chocolate? Asked Mary Masaki. Oh, man. I like both milk and dark chocolate. White chocolate, not so much. So I would say it's a, milk and dark chocolate. It all depends. Like, I remember when I was a kid, I would get all the special darks in those, when you get those multi-packs of assorted little mini Hershey bars. I would say, I'll eat the special dark. I like that shit. Save that for me. But then again, I also like the Crackle. I like the Mr. Good bar. Like, I liked all of them. Okay. Dante tipped me $3. He said, making fun of gout basically It weeds out people who are immature enough to make fun of a medical condition, and it's bad karma. Just saying, you know. And yeah, I mean, admittedly, when I first happened and everything, I was very embarrassed, and it was very upsetting to me that I had it and that I was in excruciating pain because of it all the time, and it was affecting my streams and it was affecting my life. And to make fun of someone like for something like that is pretty fucked up, you know. Especially so, you know, I'd never known anything about it. And here I am thinking, my God, my whole life am I going to have this debilitating thing going on? Keep in mind, guys, I had severe back problems in the past. And I'm someone who had to go through the greater part, you know, that started 2007. So that was all the way through like 2015. So you're talking like 8 years of my fucking life that I was in terrible pain all the time. And now you're telling me that's finally gone, right? That's finally gone and done, and now I'm gonna have to fucking put up with more pain? Like, I just got out of pain. Holy shit. Got him. Ran right into my bullets. Well, I'm gonna have to go. Oh my God. This is so fucked. Look at where I have to go. I have to go through this giant open field to get down. Oh, never mind. I don't have to go down through the giant open field. I'm dead. I was mercifully spared having to deal with that nonsense. Okay. I mean, Drug Boris Yeltsin, you're right. He says, making fun of someone who has a disease is horrible. It got to the point where they kept bringing up stuff from you from like years ago, actually, and it led to you preventing from doing house tour vlogs ever again. You're right. Like, people to this day still bring up the fact that they see a coffee maker in my videos from like 5 years ago, and they say, oh my God, we looked up that coffee maker on Amazon. That coffee maker is like a $500 coffee maker, when in reality it's because that coffee maker is like 10 years old. It's outdated. You can't buy it anymore. The only one that was ever for sale on Amazon was like the last stock ever, and you could buy it because it was like a rare item for $500. You know, modern coffee makers. Modern coffee makers can be expensive if you buy the high-end ones, but that was a coffee maker I had for like almost 8-9 years. But that's what I mean. Like, we're gonna take something from a video a million years ago and, you know, cutting stuff out of that out of reference and acting like it's something that's common, and I don't even have that fucking coffee maker anymore. Bad experience. Popsicle says, my neighbor got it recently. Ironically, I found out while he was going to give him a rum cake. He's talking about gout. Damn. Probably didn't want to eat that rum cake. Big Boy Abides you. He said, the iPhone thing is the tip of the iceberg. Even the gun community does this with Glocks now. The problem is investing in a future-proof TV is sort of too pricey, but they are doing the same thing with 8K. Yeah, so when I moved here, okay, I bought a TV right away because I needed a TV for my living room. And the TV that I bought was, you know, this was 5.5 years ago, was full 1080p, and 3D. Because, oh my God, every TV back then had to have 3D. Now, there were like, maybe in the entire store, 2 TVs with 4K. And the technology was brand new, and those TVs were, like, no lie, like $1,000 more expensive than all the other TVs in the store. All right? At the time, the big gimmick at the time when I went there, curved TVs. They had this new line of televisions that curved. They weren't flat. And apparently the curved TV would give you like almost an immersive experience. Think about like almost having like an IMAX in your home, like an IMAX theater in your home. How many people have a curved TV today, right? So you try to future-proof a TV, half the time you end up buying shit that's like, it doesn't count. 3D and curved TVs would have been the things that I would have bought. I do have 3D in my TV, and I never use it because it's completely pointless. Almost nothing uses it anymore. Let's see here. People would buy shooters at high school bullies were like the senator, gaming commissioner from Godfather 2. DSP would not have been bullied if he didn't go to class every day in a silk suit with slacked back hair. There you go. Froggin's Charity says, do you have any other family members that suffer from postnasal drip? Is that not hereditary? My dad has it. My dad has it. And he every winter he gets it worse and worse. Like he actually gets it to the point where like he has to be constantly on like on decongestants or medicine because he gets it to the point where like it's just constant and he's coughing and choking on it. It's so gross. Luckily I don't have it that bad. Chunky Jack cheered. He says, hey Phil, what's the most epic thing you've ever done? Gotten married to my beautiful wife. Second would be adopting Jasper. How about that? I really don't have any time for another game. So rather than do another game, I think we'll just talk for like 10 minutes or so, guys. How does that sound? Here. We'll switch over here. Look at my nice puffy hair. Look at that. It's completely flat. Look, because the headphones, it's flat. Look at this. It's like flat and stretched out from the headphones. That's pretty funny. We'll just hang out for a little bit. Hello, Derek. Good to see you. You missed all the gameplay, but you missed nothing because the game sucks. I didn't care about it. I was just talking with people the whole time. Big Boy by Charity said Curd was kind of a waste, so was 3D. 4K in their HDR isn't. UHD Blu-rays use that, but 8K is too cutting edge, thousands of dollars. OLED I really want, but again, it's too expensive. Yeah, you know, I think 4K obviously is now, it's very common to do 4K. So I don't think that 4K is like, you know, crazy over the top. But at the same time, like I said, 5.5 years ago when I bought the TV in my living room, 4K wasn't common. 4K was like the premium thing you had to pay way tons of extra money for. So I didn't do it. Why was I going to drop another $1,000 for 4K when nothing used it back then? In reality, still nothing that I do today would really use it. I guess maybe Disney Plus streaming would have used it, but you know, I don't really care about 4K. Why don't I do a podcast instead of playing PUBG? Well, if you remember last week, PUBG didn't work, and I just sat here and talked with you guys for an hour and a half, and you guys seemed to like it. And you said, why don't you do this more regularly? And I said, well, the thing is, if I do this all the time, it's not special anymore. And people will stop caring, probably won't come back and hang out with me as much to do it. They'll say, oh, it's just the next one I could watch or whatever later. So this week, I think it was like doing PUBG. Did I care about the game? No. Did I get a couple kills? Yeah. But, you know, at least it was something to do. If you guys really detest PUBG that much, we could always try to do something different, you know. Zelda Mini says, I hope you play more Myst on Sunday. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. It's either Doom 2 or Myst Sunday night. We'll see. I'm going to see what you guys want and then see what you tell me over the week. Derek's time for more Pokemon Sword tomorrow. I am as well. Keep in mind, tomorrow, I'm actually going to stop with the collection for a bit and focus on the story. We're going to head back to the main city of Hammerlock. We're going to see where the story takes us and probably try to finish it if we can, because I've heard when you finish the main story, then you truly unlock the big collection quest because you enter the post game where now all the Pokemon are available to catch in the world. Right now, they're not, so... No big D's. I didn't hear that in Breath of the Wild 2, Zelda will be a playable character. Did not hear that. PW says, how do we choose games for viewer's choice? You don't yet. It's not set up yet. It'll be set up over this weekend. More than likely, I'm thinking probably the best night. I'm trying to think, you know, night-wise, how much time I have. Probably Sunday night. Probably on Sunday night, I'll have a chance to sit down and I'll set it up on the KingHate.com forums, the thread where you guys can start nominating for viewer's choice. Okay? Do I still have my high school yearbook? I have no idea. I saved it for a long time, but I don't know if it's in my stuff that I moved with or not. It might be, it might not. I have no idea. When's the next Patron's Choice playthrough? We're never doing Patron's Choice playthroughs anymore. We got rid of those, Mirai Masaki. Now it's Viewer's Choice. And that's starting this weekend. You guys can start nominating games. Can I consider switching PUBG to either Morrowind or Myst? Here's the thing. Morrowind and Myst, I feel, are games, unlike PUBG, that you actually have to think. You know what I mean? Like, I have to solve this puzzle, so I have to think. I have to fucking, do RPG gameplay and combat, so I have to think. Versus that game, I don't have to think. I could just talk and answer your questions while I just fuck around in a stupid game. So I don't think those would be games that would fill it in. We have to find another game that's maybe like a relaxing time waster game that I could talk over. You know what I mean? Yeah, Derek, I plan on using the Penne points indefinitely for Pokemon. As long as I'm playing Pokemon, you guys can still use your channel points, your Penne points to choose Pokemon for the party and stuff like that. By the way, I can't remember if we still need to name a Pokemon or not. I don't remember who the top contributor of the last stream was in Pokemon at all. So I may have to try to watch back the video and figure it out. I don't remember if we named the Pokemon or if we still have to name a Pokemon. I can't remember. It's been a while now. The holidays kind of erased my brain, so... Oh, let's see here. PW Dubs to me $1 says, how do you feel about The Last of Us 2 getting pushed back to 2021? It was. I didn't hear about that. I heard that it's sometime in 2020 still. I didn't hear about it getting pushed back an entire year. So if that's true, first I've heard of it. I would hope it's not true because I want to play it in the coming year. Call of Duty Modern Warfare Battle Royale will be awesome. I hope you'll do it more than Blackout and definitely more than PUBG, says Turg Delphi. It's funny because I did not enjoy the multiplayer of Black Ops 4 at all, but Blackout I actually liked. So maybe even though I don't like the multiplayer of Modern Warfare, maybe I'll like the Battle Royale of it. We'll have to see. Ow. You can see the map of Call of Duty Battle Royale now. Oh, yeah? It's out on the internet. Oh, boy. One map that we get to play on for about 7 months, right? Until they change it with a minor tweak, like putting a hole in a dam. Oh, boy. I can't wait. Big Boy Abides cheered again. Thank you, Big Boy Abides. He says, I don't care about the tech stuff that much either. If you're getting a TV, might as well do research. Make the best choice. Do you watch any films during Christmas? Oh, I watched a few. We didn't watch a ton. We watched, let's think about this. Oh my God, I'm having a brain fart. We just watched the Charlie Brown Christmas. That was fun. And we watched Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And we watched... I'm having a brain fart. We didn't watch that much this year. We didn't watch that much. Because here's the thing. Kat was very, very excited for Christmas. She wanted to get Christmas started like November. She was like, oh, let's change it, because in the house we had some fall stuff out for Halloween that my parents had sent us and stuff. She's like, get the Halloween stuff away. We got to get stuff out for Christmas. So I was like, damn, she really wants to jump the gun this year and get stuff early for Christmas. And then within a few weeks, she was all Christmased out. And she didn't want to do nothing. I was like, you really don't want to watch any Christmas specials? Nothing. It was like pulling teeth. And finally, I got her to watch Charlie Brown Christmas with me. She didn't want to watch any Christmassy stuff. Froggins asked, will Kat and I be doing anything special for New Year's Eve? Doubtful. More than likely, I'm working, because here's the thing. Our day is usually Tuesday. New Year's Eve would have been our day off this coming week. But we just had Christmas Eve off as our day of the week to go out. And we were like, we do not want to do that again. It was so fucking busy on Christmas Eve. Now, admittedly, New Year's Eve isn't Christmas Eve. New Year's Eve, you're not going to have people rushing out to buy gifts. But at the same time, I know on New Year's Eve, most businesses will close early, including all restaurants and everything. They want to go home to celebrate New Year's. So why should I schedule my day off for the day when I know nothing's really open after a set period of time? That would be kind of stupid. So instead, what I did is I scheduled my day off for Monday so we can have like a normal day off with none of that affecting anything. Tuesday and Wednesday, I'm going to be working. So I'm going to be here working all day long. After that, I guess, we could maybe do something for New Year's. We'll see. Let me crush this bottle. Oh, here we go. Derek says the top contributor was Rock the Ice, an 800-bit cheer, or Son of a Itch with a $99 tip. Do you remember what they wanted? I'm pretty sure Son of a Itch was the top contributor with that $99 tip. And if I remember correctly, they wanted me to name a Pokemon, and I did already. I think I did. I think that Son of an Itch had asked for something, and when they did that, I had already done it right away. I'm almost positive now that I'm thinking about that. I guess I'll have to go back and check, but I'm almost positive Son of an Itch got the Pokemon named already. So. Thank you for checking on that. Is Ben-Hur a Christmas story? Yes. Is Gremlins a Christmas story? Yes. Did I get to eat scalloped potatoes like I wanted? No, but it's not because of the reason that you're thinking. Because if you remember, I said that we were going to do ham a couple times this week. And with Christmas Day, we were going to do mashed potatoes, but then I wanted scalloped potatoes too for leftovers. Well, here's what happened. So Christmas Day, we sat down to eat dinner, and we had our ham with our cornbread dressing or stuffing, whatever you want to call it, mac and cheese. And when we ate all that, we were full. And we're like, damn, like there's no need for potatoes, nothing. And then there was enough leftovers for another meal. So I was thinking, oh, we'll have scalloped potatoes. We don't need them. Like, there was no need. So we're not even having potatoes at all this week. Originally, it was going to be like mashed potatoes. Oh, man, I'd rather have scallop. We're not having either. So there you go. Redacted Code asks, when you only recorded for YouTube, did you like the comments or emails more? Well, YouTube comments, back in the day when they were nice and positive comments, before the entire of YouTube became disgusting, toxic filth, they were pretty nice. It was a good place to see people who were watching a video sometimes leave a nice, intelligent thing. Sometimes I'd be playing a game and they give me a tip, or, oh, you missed this, or you could have done this differently. When I played, I did this, yada, yada. And that was nice. But really, YouTube comments aren't a place to leave like a heartfelt message to the content creator. You know what I mean? Like, that, I would prefer a private email or something. So, hello, Nihilistic Goldfish. Good evening. Of course, Portuism Zone. There's many games I'm excited for 2020. I don't really know all of them off the top of my head. Final Fantasy VII Remake, Last of Us 2, Doom, Cyberpunk. There's, but we'll talk about that when we get to it. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a podcast sometime in January. The whole point of the podcast is to kind of review, look ahead and see all the games that are going to be coming out and talk about them. So don't worry about that. We'll get to that. Ugh. Derek, I don't like that movie. He said he saw How the Grinch Stole Christmas with Jim Carrey. I don't like that movie at all. The original animated special of the Grinch is great because it's based on, the original Dr. Seuss. The fucking Grinch Stole Christmas movie is so fucking weird, man. I hate that movie. After I take down Christmas decorations, when will I decorate the office again? Next time will be for my birthday. Early April, right? I usually decorate for my birthday, Halloween, Christmas. Those are the 3 times a year that I decorate. So, we'll have a while. 4 months. Big Sloppy Meat says, do you think after everything's said and done, will people remember you or for your positivity or negative slander videos? It'll depend on the person. For an immature idiot who doesn't care about the truth and just wants to deride people on the internet and waste their time because they're brainless, mouth-drooling idiots, they'll know me for the slander videos. For people who actually took 5 seconds to come to a stream and hang out with me, they'll know me for the real me. And those are the only people that I care about. D Janky Unchained, subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much for the sub, D Janky Unchained. I'm just curious, how are we doing on subs? Because we got a lot of subs tonight. Yeah, look at that. We went up by 11 subs. I knew it. So, it was funny because earlier someone said to me, Phil, what happened to all your subs? I didn't stream for 2 days. Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, I wasn't here. No one's going to resub during that time. Immediately today, we've already jumped back over 20 subs. See that? So I knew it was going to happen. Oh, all right, guys. So unless anyone else has something pressing or whatever. Oh, Mother Boat took me $1. So where am I? I don't know how I got here. I guess I wish you the best of luck anyways. Well, thank you, Mother Boat, for the $1 contribution. I appreciate that. All right, so. Yeah, unless anyone else has any burning questions that they feel that they need to ask, we're probably going to call it quits here for tonight, guys. Oh. Oh. Oh, damn. Oh. Wow. Now that's a kink in the deck. Holy shit. You heard that crack-a-lack, huh? All right, guys. All right, I guess that'll be it for tonight. Thank you very much for joining me, everyone. Watching PUBG, even though the game sucks. It was a fun time. We had some good conversation. We got to talk about Christmas, which was fun. Thanks very much to everyone who did